we still have a potential for a lot more downside. Reason being is because you see here, see the bear here? That's an overbought swing VIX. We saw it again here, going back to March the 5th, and as you see, we had these successive breakouts hitting resistance. Here on the 5th, we had a 41 swing VIX, and then again on the 8th we hit a 42, and then again on the March 10th we hit a 41, and then on March the 12th we hit a 43, and then again on March the 17th we hit a 42. So as you can see, at each one of these overbought extensions, we didn't get a correction. Instead, we kept rallying, so it extended the swing VIX. Now, we didn't get overbought again after the extension until April the 15th, where we hit a 40, plus 40. So for this time, after we hit that resistance point, the market did turn immediately and gave us one last hurrah on the 23rd and the 26th of April before breaking down and collapsing. So that's the way we usually play it. We wait to see and let the market tell us what it wants to do. We don't just see an overbought or oversold and start trying to go counter trend trade, because that's not how you do it. You wait for the system to give you the signals, and then that's how you get into the market. Alright, looking at going back to the swing VIX, the last signal was an overbought sell 15 periods ago. That's here when we topped out, and excuse me, as you know, this is a bearish sign. The swing VIX has just reached its lowest value in the last 14 periods, and this again is bearish. Since the swing VIX crossed its moving average, the Emini S&P 500 price has decreased a whopping 6.78%, and it's ranged from a high of 1211.38 to a low of 1065.79. Now we use raw numbers to determine our entry prices in the E-minis when we're trading the futures. And what that means is we take prices directly from the S&P 500 index, okay? And that's how we do that. And then we round those numbers when we place our tickets in the E-mini S&P 500. So for instance, let's just use the range here as an example. We range from a high of 1211.38 to a low of 1065.79. If we were going to go long at that 1211.38, that's really, you round that to 1211 and a half, or 1211 and a quarter, since 38 is right in between that. You could choose either one of those entry prices. On the 1065.79, you would round at this 1065.75. So, because that's how the S&P 500 moves. It moves in quarters like that. 0, 25, 50, 75, like that. So that's how you would that's how you do your tickets when you're trading the E-mini S&P 500 futures. Okay, moving on. Market trend. Currently the trend is bullish retracement and pointing up, and the current market condition for the E-mini is mildly bullish. The close is currently above its long-term period moving average. However, it's trading below its intermediate and short-term moving averages. Alright, taking a look at volatility. On May the 7th, the E-mini S&P 500 closed below the lower band by 19.7%. Although prices have broken the lower band and a downside breakout is possible, the most likely scenario for the current trading range that the E-mini S&P 500 is in is for it to continue. We're 71.24% wider than normal as far as the range and the width of the volatility bands. The large width of the band suggests high volatility as compared to the E-mini S&P 500's normal range. Therefore, the probability of volatility decreasing and prices entering or remaining in a trading range has increased for the near term. The bands have been in this wide range for one trading session, and the probability of prices consolidating into a less volatile trading range increases the longer the bands remain in this wide range. So we don't expect a lot of volatility, believe it or not. These next couple of days we expect a little peace and quiet as the market just kind of like trades within the range here, and it's a pretty wide range. So we'll be on the lookout for that, of course, barring any major news developments and stories that can very well break out at any moment. So anyway, feel free to check the blog if you would like a transcript of this. I do take the actual printout of the report and we place it on the blog along with the video and also a PDF of the chart. So if you want to study the chart or what have you. All right, so stay tuned for the next video, and thank you for tuning in.